Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ascension TV. It is such a pleasure to be back with you guys once again, delivering you guys the meditations and the messages that are in the ether running around right now at this very moment. It is a wild, intense, has been a couple of wild and intense couple of days with a lot of emotions coming up for the collective and including myself because I have been in a very wild trajectory in which my emotions are finally coming up. I tend to be someone that don't really show my emotions based on keeping myself in a certain posture. But I have realized that if I don't give myself the permission to feel these emotions, I won't be able to give myself the permission to come into closer alignment with what I know holds to be truthful for me. In my discovery, I have been in the last few days, my energy level not only has been very, very, very active and very, very high, but I've also noticed that a lot of the bottled up emotions that I've had, and I don't know if anybody else is going through the same thing right now, a lot of the emotions that have been going on are coming in from the root center, from your basic center, from your, what is your standing ground center? Like, what do you fight for? Like, the reasons why you move forward in life, like, the reasons why you do what you do in your life, the reasons why you create what you do, and what is the purpose behind you creating the things that you want to do for yourself. A lot of those emotions have been coming up for a lot of people, even for myself. If you can speak for yourself, please comment down below. I would like to get to know what have you guys felt, seen, come up with. What are your descriptions of what you guys have been feeling? Because it's definitely been very, 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 very intense and very hard for a lot of us to really start getting in tune with what we really came here to do. It's been so interesting to kind of amplify what we are going through right now. And a lot of us don't even have a spot or a space to even talk about these things because we don't know where who else is going through this transition. And some of us out there are still thinking that what the internal self is going through is not real, when in reality what we're going through internally is very real and very, 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 very real. And so, how do we consult with ourselves, or how do we create something in which we're able to really understand the emotions that we're going through? Well, the first thing is, as soon as you feel an emotion, as soon as you feel something, write it down and recognize it. Write it down and recognize it, because that's going to be the only way you're going to be able to give yourself access to that emotion and try to give the emotion a place and give it its knowing, so the emotion is able to so you're able to comfort the emotion. For me, what has really been interesting and happening in my own emotional state of mind is that I have this hunger to create. I have this hunger to send out the message to people. I have this hunger to just tell people what they need to hear based on my own emotional state of mind. What has been transpiring for me is that the more that I do these talks with you guys, a lot of you guys can connect with me. And ultimately, we can all have a discussion group about these moments that we're having, because we haven't given ourselves enough time to conversate, branch out, talk to other people that are going through this moment in time, having an emotional state of mind that we don't even know what we want to do with ourselves, or we don't even know what to do with ourselves, because there's just so much that's coming up for all of us. There has been so much bottled up that we don't even know what is going to happen next. But the only way we're going to know what's going to happen next is if we are able to take action in whatever we need to do for ourselves. That's why for me it is so important to Get into our artistic side. Go sing, talk on the microphone, deliver you guys the message, post things on Instagram, and sing. Like, it seems like it's like a lot of things to do, but in the process of just creating all that fire energy, or that sun energy, or that bright light, that's where you're gonna find out what is the next thing for you to do. In the aspect of you not knowing what to do, you will know exactly what's gonna make you feel excited for you. Like, you will know exactly what's gonna make you feel alive and come into your highest power once again. But giving yourself the permission to go through these moments in time, it is essential for you all to give yourself the enormous gratitude that you are going through this phase in time. It in this moments in time, it is an enormous abundant energy that's walking into our own space, and is finally giving us the permission to evaluate what we are going through, and gives us the permission to really take action in what makes us feel good about ourselves. Now, in this process, if you really start falling back on what you know is good for you, you're not going to find what the bigger answer is for you. You're not going to find what is the bigger purpose for you, because you're not giving yourself a chance to not only experience what you're going through, you're not giving yourself a chance to actually breathe the new fresh air that's coming in with you, but you also are not giving yourself the experience to actually acknowledge that you deserve to have this very moment to really deal with yourself and also experiment with yourself all over again for your sake. Not anybody else's sake, for your sake. Because at the end of the day, you did not come here to be limited by emotions and ways of living that do not align with what you know is true for yourself. By giving yourself the permission to really start adjusting yourself to these energetics, to really start coming into terms with these energetics, in order for you to really start embodying the negative emotions that have been within you, to acknowledge that you're going through an emotional moment. You have to acknowledge that you're going through a moment where, like, something is happening within you. You have to acknowledge that you're going through a moment that something within you is growing that you never felt before, but it's always been there. But now it's time for you to actually work through it and actually move through the emotions of what's going on with you, because this is something that you must go through. All right, so now some tips and tricks on how you can go through these moments in time for yourself. Again, start writing things down. What are you feeling? Where is it coming from? What's going on with you? Write it down. Start questioning yourself. The best way that you're going to be able to really come into terms with what you want to do for yourself is to start questioning, what is this emotion? When you really start questioning, what is this emotion? Where is it coming from? Why is it here? What is this showing me? That is when you're going to start getting clear answers for yourself. You know what it is? We have never in our lives been put in a moment that we question the things that we're doing. We don't even question ourselves in the things that we're doing. We don't question if what we're doing is fulfilling us, and what is the reason behind we're doing the things that we are doing. Are we doing things because it makes us feel good? Are we doing things because we're trying to protect someone? Are we doing things that we're surviving out of them? We haven't given yourself enough permission to understand our reasoning behind the things that we are doing. And now those emotions are coming up. And now is the time for you to question everything you're going through, so that you can get to the deep, deep, deep layer of all the layers that are inside of you. It's funny how, like, when we're children, we don't have any layers. It's funny how when we were children, we just come into the world and we just exist. It's funny how we just come into the world and we have no idea what's going on, and yet we start to create the world that we want. And then for some reason, other people dictate what we can and cannot do. But we already know what we can and we cannot do. We already know that some things, there's no need for us to even like mention them, because it's not part of us. It's not in our nature. It's not something that we, I, it's not something that we vibrate with. It's not something that we connect with. We just know it's not supposed to be like that, and that's just it. The reasoning, it could be from a deep, deep reasoning, but we just know what we know, and it is what it is. And we're happy like that. And we're excited to live life like that. But for the ones that have not, are going through the emotional state of mind, like I have been doing, because I have been going through this journey. I don't know if any of you guys have been going through this journey. If you guys have been through this journey, please comment down below. I want to know who is going through this powerful. I mean, I have been on my awakening journey for the last 5 years. I feel like this moment in time is such a strong build up from everything that I've learned, that it's like the most intimate, most deepest, colorful, yet terrifying, but also exciting moments are coming in. And I'm being put to the test. And I don't like to say test, but to see where I am, in my own integration with what the outer energetics are coming in with. I welcome you guys today to just really think and really feel and really have your brain, body, and soul really take a moment and connect and breathe at the same heartbeat. That's key. Breathe at the same heartbeat. Because in that process, I think the answers that you have been questioning, not I think, I know that the questions that you have been asking, you will know exactly what to do right after that. I know that in my journey at this very moment in time, the thing that has gotten me the closest to the answers that I need for myself is me taking at least a break in between all the hurricane that I'm trying to build up here. Take at least 1 hour out of the hurricane that I'm building and build and connect according to the heartbeat that my body is trying to pull me through. And by listening to the heartbeat, I'm going to get the emotions and the ideas that anchor me down to what I need to do for myself. So give yourself that permission as much as you can. As much as you can, because I tend to do this heart, mind, body connection exercise every day. Every day, because of the way that I work and the way that I want to make this community really, really big. I do it every day, because it just works and it helps me a lot. I want you guys to also, for yourself, get your sun. If you have sun anywhere, get sun. And let the sun really shine up and bring up whatever you need to bring up for yourself, and give it light. Give it light, give it the golden ray, and give it your love, because that is what it's going to ultimately heal that emotion. Let me see if any other guides want to come in, and let's see what's going to happen. So let me just kind of... Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channeling session with Roland. It is a pleasure to have you all here once again. And please remember that this is a very crucial time for you all to be present at this very moment in time. I will not reveal my name because my name it is not important at this very moment in time. But I just want you all to know that you guys are doing amazing. We are seeing the progress out here. You guys are making all these changes happen, and it is a beautiful, beautiful experience for you all to go through in this very moment in time. I know that a lot of you guys have been going through a moment where things have been just very, very difficult according to what the words you guys use here, and you guys are gonna be able to go through all these difficult moments as much as you can, and very, very smoothly. At the end of the day, everything in this process has been made in order for you to become more aware of yourselves, and you guys are gonna do amazing at your ascension. Because in this ascension, you all have come here to understand who you are as an individual, and you guys have come here to understand that you guys are all part of something a lot more greater than you actually have unfolded for yourself. Remember that each one of you guys have a role here. Remember that each one of you guys have a sacred role to fulfill in your life, and it is up to you to fulfill this duty based on the things that you have given yourself in your other lives. Because of the sacred contracts you guys have come into closer alignment with yourselves, you guys are going to be able to become more of who you are meant to be. But giving yourself this very moment in order to become more of what you wanted to do is crucial. You are the being that wanted to be here, and that you know that this is the journey that is meant for you, because it is up to you to make this happen. Ultimately, you have the great power of choice to make this um, amazing, liberating experience for yourself. But you have all the ultimate power to really make anything happen here. If you're pretty fully in tune with the energies that are coming in from our gorgeous being that is just waking you guys up, that you guys call a sun, we are here to tell you that he is doing his job accordingly to what he knows how to do. And it is important for him to just deliver the messages of your daily day, so you're able to start transmuting and creating something different for yourself. In this process, it is very crucial for you all to become so in tune. In this very moment in time, it is important for you all to become more aware of your existence. I know some of you guys actually in this very moment in time are becoming so aware of your existence that you actually are starting to question everything that is around you, because it is not real at some point in time. Some of you guys, I'm sure, you guys have experiences of like, I feel like my body is my body, but my body is not. And that's okay. It is something that we actually helping you guys here in this very moment in time deliver for yourselves, and actually kind of get into the idea that your body is yours and yet is not. As we can tell you that your body is something that is just a physical being, a walking organ, something that you're just using to walk around. But it is a beautiful thing to have. Appreciate it and love it however you like. It is your existence and is your body. It's all within you. There's nothing else that we have to say for this very moment in time, because you guys already know what's going on with yourselves. And I know that Rolando, he's actually doing a beautiful, 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 beautiful way in actually bringing the messages down to you. Thank you for everything, you guys. My energy stays with me. Your energy stays with you. You guys, it is a beautiful day. Me sitting back and just here in this moment in time. Just give yourself the permission to be here. You know, it's funny, like, I never gave myself the permission to kind of go and experience what I'm experiencing right now. And sometimes I'm like in a very surreal moment when I do things because I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually doing it. But that is the experience you're supposed to feel once you get to the other side of actually doing what you think you thought you could never do and you just do it. That is how you're supposed to feel when you do something and you just get it done and then you realize, oh my god, I did it. And then you kind of just do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and you're like, oh my god, I actually did it. It's such a good feeling. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who's listening to this, but I want to really tell you right now, if you are one of those creators that just wants to create and make things done, just get it done. You're going to see yourself in the process, and you're going to see yourself grow from the process. And that's all there is. And that should be enough because you're going to be so fulfilled when you walk into what you know that is meant for you to do and you express it out. That is when the real excitement about living your life and the game that you're placed yourself in, that's where and when you're going to realize, oh my god, this is what it's all about. But you have to give yourself the chance to go through the emotions. You have to give yourself the chance to go through the moments. You have to give yourself the chance to go through the expansion of understanding that you are the spirit and this is just a vehicle. And it's only going to help you, take you from place to place. You really ultimately came here just to really get to know yourself all over again from a human perspective, and the emotions and the things and the rules that have been placed on you are not yours. You can place your own rules and regulations for yourself, and you can maneuver the way that you are for yourself. And it is in your best divine right for you to learn who you are as an individual and what you came here to do so you're able to live a better life for yourself. Point blank, period. And that's what it is. Because you have the power. You've always had the willpower. You've always had the manifestation effects. You've always had the moments in time to make things happen. You've always wanted to do what you wanted to do. You always had what you needed to do, but you haven't lost your essence yet. So again, come closer to yourself, acknowledge your emotions, and be part of something greater. Because you have it. It has been a pleasure for me to deliver this message for you guys. Remember that always have faith in yourselves beyond anything else in your life. Honestly and truly, have faith in yourself beyond anything else in your life. March with courage, because courage can take you extremely far, and you sometimes don't even know where you're taking yourself. But if you have courage enough to take you to your next level, you will make it to your next level. And always be kind to yourself on anything you're doing, so you're going to be able to project out the kindness that the world deserves, because the world is very, very kind by nature. But we just have forgotten how to be kind. Thank you so much.